was up in smoke and yours was all about the past, and all you carried on your back, it was so heavy until you met me. We made up a language so our words can finally match with what we're feeling for each other. Change our names so we can call on one another. No one gets me like you do. When I'm with you, the smoke begins to fade. When I'm with you, we can carry anything. When I'm with you, I'm ready for the ride. I hope you know I love you. I love you with my life. You think you're not so special, Dee, but I found you in the desert like a pond of living water where I rest my running thoughts. I think you saved me. Didn't even know my throat was so dry. And you think so little of yourself, but lately if you saw the things I see in you, you'd know that there's no better place in all the world than with you. And everybody knows.
Hello, welcome to another vlog. This is the first week of my new job where I have my actual schedule. So what my schedule is going to look like for the foreseeable future / the rest of my life. And that's really exciting to me because that means that I get to really settle into what my days are going to look like. Now, granted, I am currently commuting to a campus that is much closer to me. My commute is amazing right now. It's not always going to be this amazing. I'm not always going to have this much time before I have to leave. But for the time being, I am going to be getting used to working from Sunday to Thursday, which is what my schedule is, afternoons and evenings. How exciting. So I definitely needed to vlog this week because this is the first week where I'm going to attempt to do my 2K a day challenge while actually working full time and like having my real schedule and not having any days off except for the weekend. So I am back to working full time. I am back to writing around a full-time job. I have done it before. I can do it again. This time will probably be ever so slightly easier because I have my mornings to myself and I'm not working a 9 to 5. So this morning was the first time I wrote and it went pretty well. I wrote a pretty intense scene. In my last vlog, I was talking about never deleting your work because I had this scene that I really liked, but I deleted it and now I had to rewrite it, and I rewrote it this morning and I'm feeling pretty good about it. It is decent. It is a direction that I wanted to take it in. I was a little stuck towards the beginning because I was like, wait, do I actually want my character to do this thing that would be horrific and like people wouldn't root for him anymore? And then I found a way to kind of work around it. Wish I could be more specific, but cannot spoil it. So I'm sitting at around 1,200 words right now. I have 800 words to go today in order to reach my 2K a day goal, which I have pretty good confidence that I'll be able to do, I think. I still have about 30 minutes before I have to leave for work. I'm showing up to work an hour early so I can write with my friend. And then I'm probably also gonna write on my lunch / dinner break because today I'm working 12 till 8, and so I will have a dinner break. And I'm probably gonna write there. So wherever you are, get cozy because this is like a full week of writing and like my new schedule, and that's really exciting for me. I don't know if that's gonna be as exciting for you, but I'm just such a routine person and I've been out of a routine for so long, and this is the first week where I get to like actually have a routine. So let's dive in. Let's dive into the week.
I finally wrote you a love song. I'm sorry it took me so long. Found the words in the breakup and all the headspace you take up. I never wanted to hurt you. I guess it's too late for that. Broke my heart in the process, and I can't put it back. So now I drive by your exit, and all I want is to stop, to tell you how much I loved you, gave it all that I've got. I don't want to write a sad song. Fuck it.
Hello. Hello for real this time. This is my lazy hairdo. This is what I do when I don't want to do anything with my hair, but I want it out of my face and out of my life. One time when I was working at the library, a 21-year-old complimented this hair, and I've lived on that high forever. You know, I certainly don't feel 32, but I am. What I do is I basically do I call them my twirly space buns. It's literally the hair that I do when I just need my hair out of my face, or I'm on day 2 of not washing my hair, which honestly with super thin hair, it's just it's hard to go long without showering. So all I do is just grab strand, twist. It's that simple. It's because I never learned how to French braid. Twist, twist, twist. You have to make the twist noise like that every single time you do it too, or else it doesn't actually work. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I just follow them because I just want to be so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I hit the camera. Wow, this is not working out well for me. Okay, and then when you get to the end, you just kind of twist it into a little space bun and hope that all of your hair catches and that it looks halfway decent. Was that riveting? Yes, it was. This is also a really good hairdo to do when you want to curl your hair overnight. Okay, other side now. I actually was gonna update my writing. I just wrote 2,800 words. Nah, all of that was not actually written. I think I managed around 2,000 words, and then 800 was copy and pasted from a previous scene. I'm still counting it because I still had to go through and edit it quite heavily, and it was kind of hard for me to figure out what was actually organically written and what was left over from previous moments. Oh my gosh, I'm messing this up. I can't talk and do this at the same time. Why am I out of breath? Why am I out of breath? Probably because there's toxic smoke in the air because the world is on fire. This is a good update, isn't it? Okay, that one did not work out. That did not work out like I wanted it to. Redo. This is why I am a writing YouTube channel and not a beauty YouTube channel. They're kind of crooked, but that's part of the charm, isn't it? Isn't it? Why can't things just work out the first time you need them to? They're crooked. Okay, let's fix this one. But this one's so nice and tight. It's this one that's stupid. Honestly, by the end of the day, they fall out so much. That's it. That's what you do. It looks great, doesn't it? I was once complimented by a youngin' about this hair, so. Okay, bye! Oh, hey. Sorry, I didn't notice. Wait, I hope you can see me. I'm giving my friend Karen excellent writing advice. And I feel like you need to hear this. Okay, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be weird. Okay, fine. I don't know if you're in the shot. Okay.
It's just half my face.
The key
in my opinion. She was just talking about how she wrote something and she's like, she feels like she's gonna scrap it, and it's so disheartening. There's nothing in my life that I've ever created, writing, videos, anything, where I did not have that feeling while I was creating it.
Right.
Where I was like, this is the worst, this is gonna be so bad, like none of this is usable. I'm disappointed in myself. But then this thing happens to your brain when you go back and you read through it and you realize, oh, this actually wasn't that bad.
Right.
Like sometimes it's really bad and sometimes you scrap it. But I would say for me personally, we're very similar people.
That's true.
98% of the time, it's completely usable. And it just needs a little bit of work.
Wow.
This was completely candid.
Thank you, wife Megan.
You're welcome.
What are you doing on the counter?
It looks like it's 2:22 because I have my camera flipped over. But hello, good morning. I guess good morning. It is so early and I have to leave soon. Because I start work today at 7:30 and I'm done at 3:30, which I'm really excited for. That's great, but it just is. This turnover is like the worst part of the schedule because I basically worked until 7 last night and then have to turn around and be back there for 7:30. But little update on writing. I'm doing well. I haven't actually looked, but I'm like ahead of schedule again, I think. Like I think every day I've been over 2,000 words, which is really great. I wrote a little bit on my lunch hour yesterday, and I also wrote a little bit during lunch. A lot of it has been just like going through previous scenes. Oh, I realized the cuckoo's clock's going off. A lot of it has been like going through previous scenes though, so those aren't all written words. I wanted to clarify that because it's not like I'm writing over 2,000 words every single day. I also have no idea if I'm going to get to my goal this week to get through 10K because I don't know when I'm going to be able to write today, because obviously I'm not going to write this morning, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to write on my lunch break. I'm going to try, and same thing with tomorrow, so we shall see, but onward. I have to leave really soon now, and I also have to get this girl off the counter, because we don't actually let our cats on the counter, clearly, as you see. Cats are not allowed on the counter in this house.
There's a shadow on the wall of an angel come to call and remind me of what I've always known. She whispers in my ear the words I can barely hear, but the meaning I can feel in my bones. There's a peace just outside my window. There's a war raging at my door, and there's a light. There's a light. And if I close my eyes and go deep inside, I can see there's a light. There's a light. There's a light.
What? Ow. Why did I do that? I was really hoping that we would get a week where I fell short of the goal, because I didn't want to like project some kind of ideal of perfection. And we finally landed. We landed there. This week I fell short of my goal and I feel great about it. It's totally fine. Today is Friday and I have today off. I have every Friday and Saturday off and I am so tired, and I was not expecting the second half of this week to feel the way that it did. Work is phenomenal and I'm loving it so much. It was just the flip from 11 to 7 to 7 to 3 really hit me harder than I thought it would. And I end this week very tired. I end this week much more exhausted than I was anticipating. And so I didn't do any writing today. I really could have caught up on my goal because my current word count for this week is 8,362. I really could have written 1,700 words this morning, but I don't feel like writing at all. I barely felt like editing this video until I started, and now I'm really happy that I edited this video, but I'm just tired and really all I want to do is just lay around and read. So I'm going to honor that. And hey, I still wrote over 8,000 words this week. And I just wanted to clarify something because as I was editing this video, I don't think I ever kind of clarified what I was currently doing and what I'm currently working on and why I was saying, oh, some of those words I was copying and pasting and blah, 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 blah. So to be super clear about this, I'm currently working on the second book in my series, as you may or may not have known. And I am going through the very beginning and I'm changing a number of things, enough to warrant actually having to go back from the beginning and start over again. There's a siren outside. However, there are still past scenes that are usable and there's past moments that are usable. So I'm doing kind of a weird hybrid editing writing. This week, I actually wrote scenes that never existed, that are just completely new. So a lot of the words that I wrote this week are actually words that I wrote. However, what I've been doing is just kind of going scene by scene, adding new moments, adding new character traits and things like that, and then taking from the previous draft that I've written and copying into the story moments that I want to keep and editing through them quite heavily, because within those moments there's still certain things that need to be changed. I'm sorry if none of this is making sense, but I'm just trying, I'm trying to both be incredibly transparent, but also not spoil anything. Basically, I changed this one element of the beginning of this book and it affects every single scene. And so I have to go through every single scene and read it and edit it quite heavily, but I'm also writing new moments into it because I kind of want to change up the setting a little bit, and I also just want to make the story as intense as possible at the beginning. I am actually writing a lot of these words. I would never misrepresent this. No one wins here. There's no point in me lying, and there's no point in me like pretending that I'm being more productive than I am, because that would be so silly, because that's not what the point of my videos are. That's not what the point of this channel is. So when I say, oh, I think about like 1,500 words of those words were actually written, that's all I mean, is that some of them are just like really heavily edited. And also, let this be a PSA to you out there that your word count can be whatever you want it to be. Is it words that you are heavily editing? Count those words if you need to. If a word count is something that keeps you motivated, then include the work that you actually do on words that you've previously written, because in my mind, writing is rewriting, and that is precisely what I'm doing right now. I am writing. I'm doing writing work, and so I count it. This is really just for me. Hopefully that was clear. If not, like, totally feel free to ask any clarifying questions in the comments, because I'm more than happy to clarify as much as I can within reason to not spoil my story. I don't know why I felt the need to say all that, but I did, because I just wanted to be as transparent as possible and also clarify what the heck I meant by like, oh, some of those words were copy and pasted. Anywho, I'm feeling so much better, but these last 2 days just really took the wind out of my sails, and I am ready for a weekend. And so I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to my relaxing. And in the meantime, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for caring. Thank you for clicking. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you are staying creative out there. I hope it is slightly cooler wherever you are, because it is slightly cooler today here in good old Toronto, and I am living my best life as a result. Bye!